Hello, everybody. This is Phoenix Tremaine. Today, we're going to be talking about General Hospital and the exit of the character Gregory Chase, played by Gregory Harrison. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows a good channel for soap fans. And we have a membership where you get early access to videos, and we have our lives on Friday. We get all the spoilers and great conversation. And now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let's talk about this because it happened on today's episode. I actually got information in advance, which I think I shared on my last week live with the members, that Gregory was supposed to pass away um, at the wedding. And when it didn't happen, I was like, oh, my source was wrong. I even wrote it in the member section with the news. Is like, oh, turns out I was wrong. Gregory didn't pass away. But technically, it turned out my source was right because the character of Gregory Harrison made it through. I'm sorry, Gregory Chase made it through the wedding, but not the wedding night. So, he's made his peace with his family. He did, had moments with Finn, and he had moments with Violet. And then he just, started having, I guess, his life was flashing before his eyes as he was thinking about all the people he loved. And then, while it didn't specifically say he was gone, it's clear that this was the moment where he finally passed away, because for so many weeks we had been seeing him where he was just grappling with this ALS. And how much longer could have had truly gone on. So now we have ourselves a situation where we have such a missed opportunity, because in the beginning, I actually didn't like the character Gregory because I thought he was boring and I didn't really feel like he had a place on the show. This whole storyline with Finn and Jackie and Gregory, I just didn't care about it. And the way Jackie just kind of disappeared off the scene, only like clearly the writers didn't care about the story either. But over time, I was actually won over because it began with Gregory's friendship, which I'm sure they were probably Kim testing them for a potential relationship. But Gregory and Alexis, that friendship really began to help me to see him in a different light. I really like their camaraderie and how they balance each other out. But it was nothing compared to when Tracy came back onto the show, and Gregory and Tracy had chemistry, instant chemistry. And the reason why I put on the thumbnail for this video, what a missed opportunity, is because you can't buy chemistry like what Tracy and Gregory have or had. It's like Luke and Laura. It's just something that clicks. Even with Luke's back history with Laura, people still fell in love with them because they had great chemistry, just like Alexis and the former mob boss, Julian. Julian. They just had such an instant, fiery chemistry that fans loved. And then we got those heartfelt moments as we really began building on the family and how much everybody loved each other and how everybody really balanced each other out, and having those precious moments like with Gregory and his granddaughter. All of that was something that was so, just heartwarming to see. It was nice to see. Um, it was moments that make you smile, and the tension of the wedding of his one wish was just be able to see, his son get married, and he was able to fulfill that wish and be the officiant at the wedding. And so that was just very good. And coming full circle with Finn, where Finn, and his father, like I said, Finn had an affair with, Jackie, and that made Finn stay away from his father because of that, all of that coming potentially coming out. And then his father forgave him. I don't remember them having any big major blowout. Gregory was never, he may have been upset, but Gregory was never, I hate you. I never want to see you again. You make me sick. Stay away from me. Gregory was, forgiving, and forgave him, forgave Jackie, and they kind of moved on once they got past whether or not Chase was Finn's son or Gregory's son, and it all worked out for the best. I personally was hoping for the messy, where Finn was Chase's father, not his brother. But that's just me loving soap operas and wanting to go the super messy route, because now we're going to have to see Finn go through another crisis, that accidental slip of drinking. And now, his father's demise is going to lead him back into the bottle. And I suspect that it potentially could create a relationship between Alexis and Finn, since Alexis is the one he's been leaning on the most, not Elizabeth. I've actually seen a lot less scenes with Finn and Elizabeth since the new writers came along. And now with Patrick Mulcahy gone as the co-head writer who loves Alexis, he created her other character, Julia Wainwright on Santa Barbara. I said in my other video, how is this going to affect, all this attention Alexis has been getting? So we'll see if Elizabeth Corday is somebody who wants to continue that story. But we're in for a road of hardship, because we're going to have to get scenes with Chase, being sad, that his father's gone. How's that going to affect his marriage with Brooklyn? Will she be just super supportive, or will somehow they create drama within that? Violet, I don't expect to see a lot from her. She's a kid actress, but we'll get some sad scenes for her, especially during her funeral. And, we'll see how far Finn falls into the bottle. But on Friday's episode, spoilers had mentioned that Tracy was being supported. And that's when I suspected, I even said it kind of flippant on the spoiler video, like, it kind of sounds like Gregory is gone. But like I said, the source that told me that Gregory was going to pass away said it was at the wedding, but it wasn't at the wedding, it was after the wedding. So, I'm gonna hate to see Tracy. She just lost Luke, and now, she just lost Gregory. So I kind of want them to find a band for Tracy stat. So because I think the Court of Mains really need a matriarch and a patriarch. And so I would love that for her, and for her to be paired with an actor that she has just as much chemistry with. But now I'm going to turn it over to you, because for months, me, the members, and Soap Fam have talked about, we really wanted them to do some soap miracle and say he was misdiagnosed. There was even a point in time during the writing with the other writers where it seemed like when they started bringing up how Curtis' father was misdiagnosed, Marshall, how he was misdiagnosed, it seemed like they may have been going in that route, but the new writers, they were like, just get him out of here. So I'm sad. It's because I held on hope to the last moment that somehow he would have been misdiagnosed and we could get Gregory and Tracy in a real relationship. And now that he's passed away, it's like I wish they had allowed them to actually express love to each other before, this whole thing ended. Um, so now, like I said, I'm gonna turn to you in the comment section and let me know what you think about the passing of Gregory. Are you sad? Were you ready for it? Were you hoping for Tracy and Gregory to somehow get a miracle? And I can't say who would you want Tracy to be with next because there's not a whole lot of actors in her age range. So um, fingers crossed that Gregory's passing doesn't mean Tracy gets less of a storyline. Thanks for watching.